more. If you look just right next to me, there is a massive amount of what appears to be blood on the ground here. At least one person over here is being injured and taken away on a stretcher right now. As more and more people make their way towards the step and push through. As I was watching this, saying it looks like people are being arrested, one woman came up to me and she said that this is what happens when they believe that there have been what they believe are fraud in the election, and told me these are people standing up for America.
All right. All right, you guys, we got to pray for this country. I'll first like to start off by saying that I don't really watch the news much. You know, the news that I get is from like social media, and then I fact check it and make sure that it's coming from a reliable source. Obviously, right? But yeah, I seen recently, I seen today that there was a riot at the U.S. Capitol. Trump supporters were protesting, and then they kind of, tried to force their way up in there to halt the counting of the votes. First, I would like to start off by saying, secondly, I guess I would like to start off by saying, I'm not the most political person. Democrat, Republican, third party, whatever, like I'm not the most political person. And before you think that discredits anything I'm about to say, this isn't a political video. This isn't a video about my political views. It's a video about morality, right? And I'm gonna talk a lot about philosophical, philosophical beliefs that I feel are universal. So let me just say that anyone who supports a man who has been openly racist, who, carries themselves in that way, if you support a man who carries themselves in that way, and not saying that I'm perfect, but this is supposed to be the president of our country. Anyone who supports him, no offense if you're a Trump supporter, I don't really have high expectations of those people. I don't really, carry them, I don't really view them as, high morality people, because the matter of the fact holds, whatever your reasoning for voting for him is, or for following him, for, promoting him, at the end of the day, you have to understand the impact that he has on other people's lives that may not necessarily look like you. So yes, we have, different cultures who also support Trump. The majority is obviously Caucasian, right? And I said this when I was in college and he first got elected. People were going crazy. They were like thinking it was a joke. And I was like, yeah, white people think it's a joke. The teenagers, the white kids that were out of school, they thought it was a joke because they understood that, hey, this guy is funny. Like, whatever he's saying, it's not about us. Even if he is a tyrant, even if he is going to do some, dirt, it's not going to be against us. So we don't see any, negative effects of it. And I understood that, like, without them even saying that, I understood the reasoning for them voting. They understand that his character is wrong, but at the end of the day, they understand that he's not looking at them, trying to negate any of their progress, right? So they're like, let's vote for him, right? I understand that. Don't agree with it. Like I said, people who vote for him or, who stand with him, I don't have, I don't hold them in high regard when it comes to morality. Because if you support anyone who is willing to put people down openly, especially when you're the head of our country. I don't know if you guys have been outside the country recently or know someone outside the country. They think America is a joke. And that's not, I'd be like, yo, that's not my president. That's their president. They think America is a joke because this is who we have as our leader. And the matter of the fact is that when you have someone like that who's willing, like I said, there's no one perfect. I'm far from perfect. But when you have someone in office, someone in power who openly expresses his negative views, his views that are contrary to the progress that we as a society are trying to make, we as a people are trying to make, when he impedes that progress and, expresses his personal negative, racist views, obviously that's going to have a ripple effect throughout the country, because now people who look like him, not me, right? People who look like him, people who are in a similar situation as him, they feel like, oh, if he's doing it, the head of our country is expressing himself in this way and showing, that he doesn't give a care because, right? Then I don't have to neither. And it, like I said, I feel like we're just taking a step back in that regard. It's definitely impeding our progress. And again, I just wanted to say that, if you do support him, whatever your reasoning may be, I ask that everyone who's watching this video start judging people on their character, right? Not what you think is right, but what the general public believes is right. Because obviously there's no such thing as good and bad, right? It just depends on the person and their perception of, their reality, that situation. So I understand that. But the second that I start stepping on another person's toes, I think we can, for the most part, consider that to be bad. So if a guy in power is saying, negative things about a person and you continue to follow him, you're in the same boat as him. Like, personally, you don't understand the effect that his comments carry. You don't understand that. If he was just a guy on the street, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't care. I would still care, but it wouldn't be as detrimental to our progress, the U.S. progress, in trying to create equality and prosperity for all its people. Again, just impeding our process. So if you follow him, it's tough. That's all I gotta say. It's tough. But again, Democrats, Republicans, all of that, I'm not saying that just because I don't rock with Trump that I rock with Democrats. I voted Democrat, yes, but I think it's fair to say that the candidate that was Democrat, I feel like he just he aligned his views, and what he said aligned more with my beliefs a little bit more, but not completely, because at the end of the day, I don't really believe that this political system should last. I don't think it will last, in the next 100 years or so. Just because, next 50, 100 years, just because not a lot of people think about it, but the system that we're using, if you guys have forgot, the system that we're using was created by men who thought that rape was okay, who thought that slavery was okay, who thought that women were inferior to men. Like, it's kind of hard to keep, things in place that were created by these people, when they obviously thought very differently. Not gonna say it's right or wrong, different time, right? Wrong. But they thought differently from us. So why would we keep the system that they put in place? That, oh my gosh, I don't want to make this video too long, but this goes into the school system. Why do we have that system? It was created for a different time period. We're way more advanced than that. We should adjust our school systems. The political system, it's all these things we should change. So yeah, my part is just sharing my views and my perspective on life with you guys, and then seeing if that aligns with you guys. I think it's very important to understand that you have to question everything that's around you, everything that's in place, everything that your life consists of. Ask, why is it here, and what benefit does it cause, right? What benefit does it bring? Openly steps on a lot of people's toes and impedes, humanity's process in trying to create equality and prosperity for all its people. That says a lot about your character, even if you haven't thought about that. And this is why I'm sharing that. If you haven't thought about that and you do rock with him, support him, whatever your reason may be, and they may be valid, understand the effect that him in power is having on the country, is having on people like myself, on people who are lower income families. It's having an effect when he says those types of comments, when he, states his personal opinion, which is, not just his opinion, but, some people take it as fact. So therefore, we have all this, this animosity between people because of things that aren't thought through. But I digress, and I just wanted to share a message with you guys again. Today is the Word of Wisdom, Wednesday Word of Wisdom. Hopefully you guys took something from this video. Again, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and become a part of the Justice League. Superheroes, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you guys again, for real. All right, peace. I'm about to go hoop, and you guys will see that video of me killing people with the ball, not killing or nothing. I'm pacifist. I don't like to fight. But you guys will see me killing people on the court soon. So again, subscribe so you guys can see that. All right.